We spend a lot of time at festivals. Almost every single week we are lucky enough to attend a festival, and most of the festivals we attend are on a huge scale, but because we prioritize these big events, it means we don't often get to experience some of the smaller festivals. But that changes now because we found ourselves with a weekend free, and it just so happens there's 3 small festivals running on this same weekend. So come with us now on this journey as we sample 3 very different festivals, changing up the genre and the scene each day, and at the end we'll be telling you which one was the best and which one we enjoyed the least. We are TPD TV and welcome to Some Nonsense. Thank you so much to our executive producers on Patreon for supporting TPD TV. Join now for early access to videos and extended cuts, and a new freshly populated TPD archive featuring long lost videos from the past 15 years.
First up, we're off to a festival that we went to last year. We tried to do it sober and we failed. Let's go to Bingley Weekender.
I'm also here, so it's not just these 2 gump cunts
swearing that hard in the first fucking 10 seconds of the video.
I'm here as well, so it's not these 2 gump idiots.
That's better, that's better.
Now then guys, back on the road again. Here we are on our way to Bingley. It's a lovely little village, to be fair. Really, really nice. We were optimistic that this year was going to be better than last year. We had a clean slate drawn in our minds.
Big queues in Bingley. They must have seen the video last year and see how good it was.
So we parked the van and then went to the main entrance to collect our wristbands and get into the festival site.
Nice to be back on site. We had an average time last year, but it's still quite a fond memory. Happy to be back. And the lineup this year is actually pretty good, you know, especially today.
This festival takes place on a rugby club premises, and it was actually really muddy. Despite what it looks like, the ground was saturated with water.
Maybe we should come up with a rule where like we could only get a drink after we've watched the band.
If I remember correctly last year, it got really good when we got really drunk.
Fair play to Bingley for actually trying to get something entertaining on site. There was this brass band and it was really good. They were interacting with the audience, getting up close and personal. Really cool. There wasn't much else to do though on the Bingley site, which is its biggest downfall, I think.
The odd thing that seems to be happening right now is the fact that none of the stages have any bands playing. You'd think, sensibly, once the main stage finishes, the other stage will start playing, and it's just like back to back. No, here, it's just like all the stages finish at the same time, and then we'll evidently start at the same time.
Right, here we are at the main stage, watching Kate Nash.
Show me some fingers.
Hey?
It's been a beautiful audience.
Thought you'd never ask.
Thank you so much for watching us.
Here at Bingley Festival, a festival that we came to last year, and we've returned to Bingley Festival.
Alright, it's time for dinner and it's a premium food vendor, Red's True Barbecue. Surely this will be nice and quick.
Now they've just said, okay, we're stopping for 10 minutes. Someone said, oh, for 10 minutes. So then she went, well, it might be 10 minutes, it might be more. So what the fuck does that mean?
Believe me, I am more than happy to wait in line at a festival. It's a busy time, it's stressful for the staff, it's all good. But full disclosure, this took a full hour.
Well, for the entire Jake Bugg set, we waited in that queue. And it's not getting any better. But you can't moan about this stuff. Well, this better be the best fucking food I've ever had.
God, that was good though. 1 hour, that took us 1 hour. I'll tell you what though, that's a good piece, isn't it?
Bingley Weekender is a big draw for everybody in the local area. I'm pretty sure everybody that lives in Bingley attends this festival, and they all seem to have a great time.
This is like Slam Dunk meets Antiques Roadshow.
Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds were headlining this night, and we really wanted to see them, but it was hard to convince ourselves to stick around.
At least the laces are clean, Eras.
Yeah,
At least the laces are nice and fresh.
This is so shit, because it's not even raining. It hasn't been raining all day really since I've been here, but yet we've still got caught with the mud.
What do you think of Bingley Music Live? Bingley Weekender, Bingley Festival, whatever it's fucking called.
It's a festival that happened.
We were ready to get some drinks and just let the alcohol take over for Noel Gallagher so we could have a great time singing and dancing, but the queue was just absolutely stupid. Look at this.
We have spent the majority of this festival today queuing.
Fucking hell. Mission Impossible here. That's what they do on Mission Impossible, isn't it? Oh, what's a load of shite. We might be back on Sunday though.
Well, Bingley. Last year we said a few words. We've come back. We've got even less words to say. Let's go home.
Who did we see? Who did you see at Bingley? I heard you went to Bingley this weekend.
I saw Kate Nash.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of Jake Bugg.
Yeah.
I heard him.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of Reds. I saw a Reds was...
fuck the Reds. Up the Blues. All right.
Let's go home.
After a disappointing start to our 3-festival weekend, we were really excited to go to Blackpool for Rebellion Festival.
Alright, we have arrived in Blackpool and it's quite sunny, you know, and I've no idea what to expect today, but we're in it, for better or worse.
We were staying overnight and we managed to get a hotel with 1 day's notice for £28.
I love it when you get us a hotel right by the coast.
Nice, isn't it?
Now, we've stayed in some shitholes before, but this was actually fine considering the price.
Oh, for fuck's sake. God, we got a nice view.
Do you know what? Bottle of water.
Oh, you take a bottle of water.
Couple of things I noticed about Blackpool straight away. I've never seen so many Ford Mondeos in one place, old and new. And we had a few suspect interactions with some of the locals too.
People around here are not firing on all fucking cylinders with respect.
Fucking hell.
Touches the brick. So we've been in Blackpool for about 25 minutes. We've only got one ticket for this event. For some reason, Rebellion Festival decided to just take tickets off sale the day before. They've lost a little bit of business there, maybe.
We're so used to going to events without tickets, confident that somehow we'll work it out. So we set off down the road to the festival venue, confident that we will end up both in there.
Now, I've never been to Blackpool before. My mum always said I could never go because it's an awful place. This is a big moment for me, so I'm excited to experience what it's like and see what all the fuss is about.
As we were walking the short walk to the festival, we realised that it felt a bit like a ghost town. You couldn't tell that there was a major event on happening in the city centre. As we got closer though, we started to see some punks, some dyed hair, some leather, some denim, some patches, and we were ready to rock and roll.
We've just come from Tomorrowland where they had loads of structures of like water fountains, and it feels like we're there again. Like, look at the water fountains there.
So we met some lovely viewers of the channel, which is always nice, and they've informed us that the main headliner this evening, a band called The Damned, have pulled out. So that's a great start.
But they did tell us about a great band that are playing the acoustic stage at around 5 o'clock today.
Which means we've got something to do.
Yeah, I also can't remember the name of the band.
The Headsticks.
Headsticks, so we're going to go see them today as well, which I can't wait for.
Right, fingers crossed they've got a ticket.
Let's go.
Now, I thought this festival was really expensive considering what it is, but of course we're happy to support a little independent event like this, so we paid our way and Jake got his wristband, but no one checked my ticket.
So I ain't got a wristband yet. I've got a ticket, but I haven't showed anyone it. It's just on my phone. And we just walked in.
Easy.
So we didn't need to buy either of those tickets.
So I guess we can sell a ticket today then.
Yeah, does anyone want to buy? Comment below if you want to buy a ticket. Surely they must be checking wristbands on the way into a stage.
You assume so,
Let's
right?
have a look.
Wandering further into the venue, I still never had my ticket checked, I still never got a wristband. The venue's called Blackpool Winter Gardens and it was actually lovely. It was a big old theatre with loads of different rooms.
We knew it'd all be inside, or like indoor venues, but we thought it'd be kind of like across the city, and it's just all in one massive venue.
I think it's like an old theatre, and I think like the main stage is on like the main theatre stage.
Well, here we are, what I assume is the main stage, and I hadn't had my wristband given to me or checked once. Now,
You've literally snuck in.
yeah, I've snuck in by
New title
accident.
for the festival. We snuck into a festival.
I wouldn't recommend doing it. It's a small independent thing. Definitely support it, but you know, without even trying, I've snuck in here.
So it was time for the first band of the day, and it couldn't be more polar opposite to Jake Bugg, who we'd seen yesterday. It's a Russian thrashcore band called Svetlana's. I had never seen out like it. For the record, they were very good, and I even added some of their songs to my music library, but I have never seen a real human being act so much like a Guitar Hero NPC in my life. Check this out. It was a brilliant vibe in here, and we came up with a rule that we're not allowed to get a drink until we've seen a band's full set. All right, one down. Very, very good, Svetlanas. We had a great time. It was now time to roam through the Winter Gardens and absorb some more of the punk culture.
He must have a full tub of
hairspray.
Like Brill cream.
Yeah.
So I'm at the bar with Jake, and this guy is the worst kind of customer you can fucking have in a retail or sales environment. She asks him, "Are you paying cash or card?" He goes, "Whatever you want." But how do you want to pay? Just choose a fucking payment method. Have some onus on yourself. And then, do you want ice in your wine? I don't know.
It's not for me, I don't know. Right, we've come to the Rebellion introducing stage, which is, I'm guessing, for new bands.
So customer complaints aside, we had a lovely drink in a corner of the Winter Gardens, and then we bit off a bit more than we could chew by going to see a band called Lambrini Girls.
We've only seen 2 bands, but 2 bands today have both been female fronted, so hey, big up Rebellion for being very inclusive to all.
Well, not really inclusive, is it? I haven't seen a single male lead singer.
Total silence, okay? And that includes you, Dad. I'm gonna need everyone to be totally silent for a second.
I want to preface this statement just by saying that I have a tremendous amount of respect for anyone who's brave enough to get up in front of people on stage and perform. I certainly am not confident enough to do that, but this was one of the worst displays of live music I've ever seen.
Absolutely insufferable. That's probably the worst band I've ever seen in my life. Proper giving me an headache, that. Terrible.
Hey, you know what they say, you can't win them all, just most of them. So they truly gave us a headache, that band, which is probably what they wanted to do. We headed outside for some fresh air.
Now this is my type of bar, ladies and gentlemen. The really good thing about this festival, obviously it's all in one venue, but as long as you've got your wristband, you can leave it whenever you want and come to all the different bars outside. So it really like helps you break up your day.
Hello, I'm Vicky. I've been coming to Rebellion since 2009 and I fucking love Rebellion Festival because it's so inclusive and everybody is welcome.
Vicky's brought over a bottle of Buckfast tonic wine. Vicky's favourite, right, Vicky?
Yes, hello.
Cheers, hey, to all the homies up in Scotland. Sorry about the camera lens.
It's like cough syrup.
Yeah, I've had that before. Apparently, one of the nice things about this festival is everyone's allowed to just drink in the street and the police turn a blind eye. Fucking hell, was that some fireworks?
Right, so after being in here pretty much all day, I'm coming to get my wristband finally because I want it to go in my frame. I've got a little frame. So I saw 2 bands for free.
Yeah, well done. Congrats, man.
Thanks, man.
Were they worth it? Were they worth 3 bands?
Well, the first one, definitely.
Yeah, good.
Just got my wristband. But for some reason, they gave Jake a second one, so he's got 2. We should go and give that to someone who needs a ticket.
So this is the wristband that they've just given me. And it is a guest list.
Mine's a guest one as well. Oh no, look, oh my god, look what they've done. What? Look closer at that wristband.
My bad, it's not a guest wristband because they've scribbled it out with a pen.
Welcome, sir, to the first class lounge of the RMS Titanic.
Wow, this is great.
Watch out!
So at the very start of this day, we mentioned that we'd bumped into some TPD TV viewers who'd recommended a band for us to go and see. And when we bump into people that do that, we'll always try and see that band that they've recommended. So we headed in to the best room in the entire venue for the almost acoustic stage to see that very band.
I didn't know Tom Hanks was a lead singer of a band.
I swear to God, when I was looking at this lead singer, all I could see was Tom Hanks. The band were very good and it was nice to hear something acoustic after that last monstrosity. But don't you think he looked like Tom Hanks for real?
Upon further inspection, this guy looks now like Tom Hanks. He does. He looks just like Tom Hanks. What? Look at him. I'm curious if anyone else agrees with the Tom Hanks reference.
Sadly, it was time to leave the lovely acoustic room, but I did have some nice reflections from my experience.
I did find myself like looking off into the distance. I was just like, oh, look at there, it's nice. Hey, look at the extra clouds they've added on the top as well, that's pretty good.
From one brilliant room to the next, it was time to go to the main stage, which is actually an old theatre room. You get to sit down in the theatre seats and rest your aching legs if you're 55.
Well, isn't this pleasant?
So this is the main stage. What? I said, this is the main stage. Yeah. Right, I'm feeling pretty drunk, so we're gonna go get some food. And I think there's a mashed potato bar.
We have seen a lot of festival food in our time, but we have never seen innovation quite like this before.
That's gotta be just the name of the bar.
Why would the name of a bar?
I know, but I've never seen anywhere serving mashed potato.
It is because it's got sausages.
I mean, I fucking love mashed potato, but it can't be just a cup of mashed potato. I hope
potato with one topping for £6.50.
I hope so, because I love mash.
God, mashed potato is so nice. Potatoes in general, they're so versatile. I don't know if we could survive without potatoes on this planet. We were mega impressed with this food offering. 10 out of 10.
What's mad there is you can have mashed potato and sausages, but you're not going to have mashed potato and sausages without the gravy. And the gravy is an extra topping.
That's how they get you, mate. It's a punk way of life. They're clever.
There was loads of different options to have with your mashed potato. You could have a classic bangers and mash with gravy. You could spice it up a bit with a curry. They had vegetable curry if you're a vegan or vegetarian, and they had proper meat curry if you're a carnivore. It was brilliant.
Never in my life have I had a double bangers and coke and mash before, but here we go. Very nice, to be fair. Look how much gravy there is.
That is the thinnest gravy I've ever seen.
You'll take it though, eh?
Oh, that is some thin gravy.
What a strange thing. You know what? It's fucking well nice. It's it.
Whoa, let me stop you right there. If we're talking about food, it's time to talk about our sponsor. Watch this ad read, it's a really good one. You join me in the kitchen today, and I hope you're enjoying the video so far, but it's time for me to tell you about our sponsor, HelloFresh. Part of my New Year's resolution was to stop ordering takeaways and to stop spending so much money on food. HelloFresh are helping me keep that resolution. You're about to watch me cook my first ever proper meal in this kitchen, which is embarrassing considering I've lived here for 5 years. Alright, they've got 44 recipes a week, and I went for the Indonesian beef stir fry. Step-by-step instructions make it stress-free, so get the kettle on, get the pan oiled up, and get your beef mince in the pan. In goes the fragrant jasmine rice. Let's see that on the ultra-wide angle. Look at that simmer. Sheesh. Now it's time to get the edamames in, my favourite. This is from £3.15 per portion, and that's before your discount. Back to the ultra-wide here. This only took me about 20 minutes, and that factors in the filming as well. Oh, it's the Indonesian-style spice mix. This smells delicious. Get that in there. Yes, please. I felt like David Guetta or Calvin Harris or some big superstar DJ twisting these knobs. I had this kitchen bouncing. Did you know the HelloFresh plans are flexible? You can skip a week or cancel anytime you need. And if you're expecting company, you can change the number of servings. Alright, it's time for the grand reveal. The first ever Rob Keller's home-cooked meal, baby. There she is. Indonesian beef stir-fry, 15 minutes. My sincere thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. It's the combination of your support and our sponsors that help us keep making content. I had a lot of fun making this dish, and I'm looking forward to improving my culinary skills going forward. If you click the link in the description and join HelloFresh today using the code TPD24, you're going to get 60% off your first box and 20% off for 2 months.
Click the link in the description now and start cooking with HelloFresh.
Thanks for watching that and not skipping it, guys. Really kind of you. Now back to the mashed potato.
So I went for the vegetable curry just because they were fucking around with the chicken curry and I just couldn't be arsed waiting. So I went for the vegetable one, and I'll tell you what,
It smells great.
smells brilliant. It tastes great, if I'm going to be honest with you. I can't believe it. Now, I am fully aware that curry and mash isn't a thing, but you know what? It's all carbs in it. It's fine. It's going to, like, keep me going for the rest of the day, which I'm fine with.
So a couple of drunk lads sat and ate their mashed potato like they hadn't eaten a meal in 10 weeks, wolfed it right down, and then we had a mission. We were determined to see a band on every single stage at this event. We knew we had a few more stages left, and we didn't know where they were, so it was time to wander around and try and find them.
It is massive in here.
We found an absolutely enormous tent with a band playing, and this was probably the most impressive band of the day.
Thanks for having us and putting up with all my shit. Rock the
Casbazar, rock to the Casbazar.
This was like Etsy in real life with loads of little handmade products.
I actually wouldn't mind buying some socks. I just can't be asked carrying them around for the rest of
Well, you're already carrying the t-shirts.
I know, but that's enough.
We had never seen so many products for sale at a festival. It was actually class, especially if you were into the bands.
So at festivals, some like headliners have like a couple of t-shirts or something like that, like the merch stand. The Damned, unfortunately, had to pull out, so they were replaced by a band called Cont. Sparrow. They've got a full fucking store. Look at this. Hey, just what you want for your baby, innit?
We were really impressed with the offering. They had something for everyone as long as you're punk or into that kind of thing, which we're not really. I made Jake a bet that if he could find a Muse record, I'd have to buy it and carry it around. But unfortunately, there was no Muse to be found at this festival. Maybe they'll headline next year, or maybe it'll be the same old band again. Oh look, it is. They were selling punk rock, which was a really good play on words. You got to give them that.
Now they look like they could fit in at Tomorrowland.
They were my favourites so far. They had two songs that were catchy, Emotional Blackmail and something about Planet Punk. We're struggling to find the only stage we've not been to, which is called the Arena. And then it changes its name at like 9 PM to Arena After Dark, which makes me think it might be outside, but I don't know where the fuck it is. I mean, it's certainly not here. We're back where we got the wristbands here.
So while we were wandering around looking for this final stage, we stumbled upon an arts and crafts market, which we thought would be kind of like the stalls, but it was actually like a little podcast area. We went in there and there was this fascinating guy telling stories about the industry.
It was something that excited us, you know, up to all hours in the night, you know, cutting and pasting and then photocopying, and it was just stapling together and then selling them at somebody else's show as well as your own show, and they were doing the same with their fanzines. It was crucial.
Well, we walked in that room and didn't really know what to expect. It was some live podcast with a gentleman called Max, who's the lead singer of a band called Ausgang. That was great. He was just chatting about his time in the punk scene, and we've come to the wrong escalator.
I'm having a great time at the Rebellion Festival. I'm having a great time. What is mad is literally at the start of the year, we had a series on the podcast channel about ranking festival lineups, and Rebellion was the lowest festival with a 6 out of 32. Don't ask. But it was the lowest festival that we ranked. And do you know what? By no means is this the best festival we've been to this year. But it's not certainly not the worst by any means. This is great.
We were full on getting hammered in this place. It was class. The locals were so nice and talkative. I'm saying locals, they might not even be from Blackpool, but what I mean is the punk scene, it can look kind of intimidating, but everyone is so nice here.
Well, Rebellion Festival has been actually really good.
Genuinely great.
I've had a great day.
But it wasn't over yet. It was time to go out in Blackpool, a place that I've heard nothing but bad things about.
Rock and roll and drift away. I like this song. Giving boys to free my soul. Wanna get lost in your rock and roll.
What was that bar?
Galleon?
Galleon. Hey, big up Galleon. Had a lot of fun. We did interact with a few crackheads.
Absolutely. So there was a guy, right, who came over to me. I think he thought for some weird reason I was a drug dealer, because he got his key out. I was like, and I didn't know what was going on, so I was like, yeah!
Unlocking your door.
Now that is a club we'll never go to.
Back to our glamorous £28 hotel for a lovely night's sleep.
Blackpool ain't as bad. Do you know what? Blackpool is terrible. Let's be honest.
Despite Blackpool being a bit of a ropey place, we've got to say Rebellion Festival was definitely better than Bingley Weekender, and it's currently the top ranking for this weekend.
It's been fun. We've had a great night. I've had the worst takeaway I've ever had. And on to the final event of the trilogy.
We are coming live from the world's shittest Nando's in the Light in Leeds to tell you that we're off to a very special festival today. Guess which one it is?
It's Popworld Fest, and it's a great festival with only 5 acts.
The thing about this festival is, if you think about it, you could probably do it in about 30 minutes, because each act really only has one song that people want to listen to.
Yeah, you're right, Ben.
So we're finishing our Triple Fest weekender with Popworld Festival, a festival full of has-been pop stars who want to provide you with nothing but a good time and an escape. We wanted to try and do the most diverse festivals this weekend, and I think it's safe to say we achieved that with these 3.
We've spent some time in Wetherspoons. We're in Leeds, and we haven't been in Leeds for fucking ages, man. And it's nice to be back.
What do you most look forward to seeing today?
Not the rain. I don't know, probably Ronan Keaton.
DJ Casper's about to start.
We need to hurry up. Come on, DJ Casper. No, you're not Dan.
I'm Dan Dickett.
Just gotta rock. 2-step, 1 roller coaster.
The queue for this place was mental. It was all the way up the street.
I don't know what I was expecting for this, but not this.
We got artist passes to Coachella and we're queuing up for this. This looks like the queue for Reds at Bingley Music Live.
I'm gonna say it. It's not raining.
At least this day can't get any worse.
Razzie joined us again, so our crew was complete. And then, embarrassingly for the driver, we watched this person try and reverse this truck round this corner. Terrible.
What the fuck is he doing?
Reverse it.
He's absolutely shot.
What has he done there?
Alright, the queue started moving, and a big shout out to the lads behind us who gave us a can of Stella to share. We didn't really share it. I think it was just me and Dan that had some because Raz was being a little pussy, of course.
Alright, I'm in Popworld Festival, baby. Woo!
There was some strict searching going on at this event. Probably some of the strictest that we experienced all year. I don't know what they think the single mums are sneaking into this venue, but God, they don't want you to get it in. As we walked in, we heard Chesney Hawkes warming up for a cover of Stacey's Mum.
He didn't fucking do Stacey's Mum. I swear to God, if he plays it now, I'm gonna headbutt him in his ginger.
Oh, he is as well.
Come here, you.
He ain't even playing it on the side. He's not even fucking playing it.
What is going on, man? Nice getting up, what's it so
That's the wrong line. That's the wrong line. When you think about it, Stacey's Mum, the song is fucking weird. Like, why the fuck would this mum, who knows her daughter's like boyfriend is round, decide to just come out with just a towel on? Like,
the vibes here were immaculate. It was a little bit rainy, but everyone's spirits were super high. There's something about cheesy pop music that just gets everyone's blood pumping. We were sticking out like sore thumbs, dressed like a gang of moshers at Popworld.
And not very sensible either. A friend of a friend, he got beaten. He looked the wrong way at the police.
A PSA for everyone in the United Kingdom. This song is shit. Can we please stop singing this song everywhere? Yeah, I know I'm singing it, alright, but shut up, stop it.
Let's get fucking hammered and enjoy the fuck out of this, It's literally our last festival of the whole day, so let's get hammered. I remember that famous clip where I did it in Leeds Fest.
Why was that never a TikTok?
Because it was before TikTok, mate. I am the original content creator. This is great. It'd be easy to discount this and to slate it or whatever, but like, we're having a great time, man. We're having a lot of fun. Someone has headbutted this toilet.
It was time for the band that I was most excited to see, Bewitched, who had this Harry Potter style intro bragging that, trust me, we have I promise we've sold loads of records.
When did they sell 10 million records?
Over the span of 30 years.
Why does their intro look like fucking Britain's Got Talent?
DJ DJ Casper's pulled out, so they're going to play it over the PA.
Get well soon, cheer. Are you ready?
He's not ill. He just cut the ass.
Right, based on past experience, it's not unlike rappers to just pull out of events that they can't be arsed with. I've seen it loads of times, but it is worth saying this time DJ Casper was ill, and sadly, he did pass away a few days after this. So raise your glass for DJ Casper, slide to the left, and we'll miss you.
God, it's like a wedding.
It's fucking Claire Richards next. I know what you're thinking, who? From Steps.
Ben's only just figured out that's just one of them from Steps and the other two are backing singers.
The best 15 minutes thinking is fucking Steps, like where's like H and all the Steps crew. Turns out it's just some fucking random. When you try to install a 13-bit application Tragedy! When you try to install a 13-bit application on a 64-bit platform. Yeah!
I am breaking someone else's heart, taking my love where you are.
What a wholesome day in the city centre. I'm pretty sure this was a Sunday as well. Was it a Sunday, Dan?
I don't know.
Dan don't know. We think it was a Sunday.
Ryan Eagland, the boy who lived, come to die. Reminds me of my home.
Even if we're allowed like that.
They've done Tina dirty there, man. Jesus Christ.
She's not actually singing that bit.
Tina, the Botox has gone well then.
Wheels keep on turning!
Ronan Keating!
You can see the Wi-Fi symbol in the top right. Look how bright it is. I was going to win that.
No, 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 no. It's like the Stereophonics. No, 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 no. Da, 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 da. I found love.
He said he's going to buy one.
So don't fight it. Life is a roller coaster, just gotta ride it.
I didn't even know the words to this song, or at least I thought I didn't, but there I was singing all of them with the pals. A lovely evening with some great throwback songs. And now it was time to go out in Leeds and get even more hammered.
Popworld Festival might have been the best one we've been to this weekend. Who would have thought, God, I'm fucking hammered. I can't even walk straight. So it was a group booking of 4 for 37 quid each, and then a ticket's 49 quid.
You know what?
Per person.
That is fucking perfect. I'd spend that on a day with Ronan, Bewitched, Steps. Thank you, obviously joke.
But what is mad is like, we haven't even spent 50 quid tonight.
You gotta think.
And I'm hammered.
Maybe you are.
Look at it on a PPP. Price per banger. I had at least 3 bangers. That's like what? What's that like? Like a tenner a banger? 10, 15
and you'd pay that, wouldn't you? But good news, you don't have to, because Danny Oliver's on tonight.
It's always good to go to your local after the festival and get hammered while watching your pal do some DJing.
Never miss a beat, never miss a beat, never miss a beat. Extend your hands to the side, outside to the side.
In a cruel twist of fate, we're somehow going back for a 3rd time to Bingley Festival.
3rd time's a charm and all that.
That's what they say. Our friends, the lottery winners, are playing, and we don't want to miss them when we've got a ticket. They're a great band, so we'll give them a whirl.
Against our better judgment, we headed over to Bingley on the train, and do you know what? The vibe was actually really good. And thinking about it, this proves that Popworld must have been on a Saturday, Dan.
Fuck knows.
Yeah, it must have been, because this was Sunday.
All right, back on the hallowed grounds we are, Jake Valley. Welcome back to Bingley.
You know what? I've had a beer.
It's a nice Sunday.
Let me tell you, the lottery winners are a great band, and we'll never miss an opportunity to see them. That's the only reason we came back to Bingley. Bingley had a sign language interpreter on stage, which was great. Unfortunately, he had to repeat everything that Tom said.
I don't want none unless you've got buns, hun. I'm quite muscular, but I do have a micro penis.
Bingley has some rafters, and it's good because you can sit here and get a great good view of the stage.
Using our great vantage point, we watched the band New Model Army, which were a strange booking for this festival.
So fun fact, these guys headlined Rebellion last night. Full circle. Truly full circle. Big up to the New Model Army.
And after that, it was time to fuck off back home to have a bit of a rest. Would we recommend doing something like this? Absolutely. We had so much fun. It was way better than I thought it would be, and a great wealth of experience as well. Thank you so much everyone for watching this TPD TV video. I'm here, as usual, to say an enormous thank you to all these names on screen right now. I know I sound like a broken record, but literally, if it wasn't for you lot supporting us with your hard-earned money, we wouldn't be able to do this day in, day out. We live to entertain you, and we're so, so grateful for your incredible contributions to our channel. Everything that you, you know, every single penny that we get from Patreon goes right back into the channel, and this is going to be our biggest and certainly most expensive year yet. So we can't wait for you to see what's going on in 2024 for the rest of the year, and thank you humbly from the bottom of our hearts. A couple of other bits. Hot 2's new series that launched about a month ago. Check that out. It's on the second channel. You know where to find it. The link in the description. We've got about 8 episodes prepped and ready. Every one that you know and love is going to be on. So check that out. I'm really, really proud of that. Also want to say a big thank you to our friends at HelloFresh for the repeated support of the channel. Use the code on screen. Check the link in the description. Part of my New Year's resolution was to stop ordering takeaways, and I'm proud to say at time of recording, I haven't actually had one all year. So big up. Yeah, just thanks again. All our love from me and the gang, and can't wait for you to see what's going on for the rest of 2024. I love you and leave you. Good night.